Hey, this is Shan from Different Skill, bringing you my Seeker deck profile. Now, this deck is not incomplete. I got my cards today, and there's no other cards in where I live, Lower Mainland, for those of you who care. So I can't actually finish it, but this is what I have so far. It's basically complete. This is what I'm running right now. I'm running 3 Sing Savior Dragon. Of course, this card is very good, as it can perform the triple attack. You know, that whole, thing is pretty good, just saying. So, what Sing Savior does is, when you can Legion with Blaster Blade Seeker by returning 4 cards from your drop zone back to your deck, then searching for a Blaster Blade Seeker from your deck and riding it next to it. Then you can Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 3, discard 2 cards. At the end of this unit's attack step, you may pay the cost, which is Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 3, discard 2 cards, and then search your deck for 1 Sing Savior Dragon, ride it, and perform Legion with the Blaster Blade in your soul. Now, this card, when it attacks Vanguard, it gains 2k. That part is actually really important. So this card is actually quite interesting because of how it does not have any once per turn, and even if it did, it wouldn't really matter because you're riding a new one, so I'm pretty sure that's why it doesn't have the once per turn effect anyways. This card can triple like attack, ride 1, attack, ride 1, and attack quite easily if you build the deck around doing so. So having 3 Sing Savior is technically enough, but it's always better to have the backup, because if you damage check 1, you have to rely on healing it out in order to triple attack. Sometimes you don't need to, but I'll show you guys how to do that later. Next we have 4 Sacred Seeker Wingal. Of course, still a great card. To perform the triple drive, you need to have ridden a grade 2, another grade 3, and possibly perform Legion with it, with the correct Legion mate, might I add. Even though these two are both Blaster Blade Seeker, this is not cool. This is not cool. Okay, just saying. All right, so Sacred Seeker Wingal is Legion, of course. Legion 20,000 or whatever. I don't know how to explain it. Legion, Seek Mate, this guy, and then they get together. Then you can call from your deck 1 Seeker grade 2 or higher, apparently. Yeah, of course I knew that. Of course, just testing you guys. 2 or higher, so that's also a thing. And it also gains plus 2k when attacks Vanguard, or if it's in Legion, something around those lines. I'm pretty sure it's attack Vanguard. So this card is also very, very good because it's free. There's no counterblast cost because you're saving most of it for this guy here. Or girl, I don't know. Dragons tend to be, hard to distinguish. Unless it's Soul Savior, then it's very easy to distinguish. So, these are my grade 3s. If I had an extra, I definitely would play it. I'm probably going to get one more when other people have it, so that's a thing. For Blaster Blade Seeker, at first when we saw Blaster Blade Seeker, we were just like, oh my god, this card is OP, we're going to play in the rearguard circle and we're going to kill things. And then you realized, I need this as my Legion mate 24/7. So the fact that its effect activating on a rearguard circle is actually not that high. You can use it, of course, if you're playing a deck without this, and if you're not attempting to doing the triple restand, or the double restand, or the triple attack, whichever you may call it, because you need all 4 counterblast. So you can use it once, hopefully you go to 5, or you heal it out, something along those lines. So Blaster Blade Seeker's effect is when you play it on your rearguard circle, if you have a Seeker Vanguard, you may counterblast 1, retire 1 grade 2 or higher. Now, they got rid of all this front row stuff, retire the front row, retire the front row. So these are good for retiring things like Diamantes, Basils in the back row, for example. Or even if your opponent is playing Jewel Knights or Eradicators, where they have the cards where when you ride a grade 3 counterblast 1, do something, you're just like, get out. And then you can just like snipe it from the back row. So this, very good card, definitely. And also the whole, different artwork thing. It's like, this artwork is really awkward. I'm just going to say that right now. It doesn't even look like Blaster Blade is part of the picture. It's like, here's a dragon. Pan over. By the way, Blaster Blade's standing here looking rather pissed, because he's just like frowning. So, and then when anyone does this, I'd be like, ugh. This is a bit more acceptable, but still not as good. Like, it's fine. You don't have to have the right one. I mean, some people are like, what if you need to have the right one? What if you didn't have the right one? You don't have to. You don't. Okay, so for 12k attackers, there is a Legion with this guy. I'm not going to be playing it because I have these guys, and these guys are quite good. 12k attacker with a Seeker Vanguard. This one is Skybow Seeker, whatever the name is. I'm mainly just playing because it looks nice. The card's effect is, if you have 4 or more other Seeker units, so if your Vanguard is in Legion, it counts as 2, then the booster, then something else, or maybe boosting this, then it's 12k attacker. Now, are there better choices? Probably. The reason why I'm playing it, I don't know if it's a dude or a chick. I'm pretty sure it's a chick. She's holding a bow and she has a knife in her mouth. Like, that's all I need to do here. 1 Crossbow Seeker Glidas. I do have more, so that's not why I'm only playing 1. I'm still only playing 1 because you don't really want to use the Counterblast, because nothing in this deck really costs Counterblast except for this and this and this. That's good. That you want that to happen because of how you really want to be going and then killing people. So that's always fun. Mainly this card is backup. Like, if I have a game where, I can go like this, like ride this, call this Legion, get a +1, and have enough counterblast to use this, I'll do it. But, that's why I don't need that many. And if worst comes to worst, I can do this. I can go like Legion, call this, ride this, perform Legion, counterblast 1, call something. So, because every Vanguard I have is a Legion, so therefore every Vanguard will trigger this. 1 Seeker of Combined Strength. When your Vanguard performs Legion, +4k when into color's attack. It's also one of these, like, one-of kind of cards. You can use it with this. It's very good with that. You can call it out to the rearguard circle. It doesn't have to be on the field when this happens. Just if your Vanguard has performed Legion this turn. So you just go boom, 14, and then that's pretty good too. So a lot of power cards because I can't really afford to use the counterblast cards. So this card is actually quite good. For other, it's not that hard with your whole deck is Seeker. So that's a thing. For Seeker Sinric, he is a 10k attacker, along with this one, the Skybow version of Sinric, which is mainly, I'm playing it because I like the art. If I was being realistic, I'd probably be playing the Flail Seeker, which I do believe is, when you play it and your Vanguard is in Legion, you get a +4k to anything, which is quite good. Like, basically, it in itself is an 11k booster, so it's pretty good. Instead, I played this. It's a 10k attacker when you attack the Vanguard. I mean, aesthetics is quite important, in my opinion, so I'll play those instead. 2 Hawks, Seeker, Rune, Sky Eagle, or something like that. When your Vanguard's in Legion, it boosts for 10k. Very good for these two because they gain 2k, so you're attacking for 32 every single time. But since after Sing Savior, I don't know if I want to use this as much because you get to boost once. That's it. Like, you don't really need to boost with Sing Savior. You just go 32, 21, or 22, 22, and it's like, what up? It's good. 1 Wingal, mainly because, just 1, it's fine. If I was being realistic, of course, I'd go like 4 Flail Seeker, like this. But, of course, I want to play the foily cards. 4 Perfect Guards. I didn't really want to use Quintet Walls after having Sing Savior, mainly because you need to keep the Counterblast, like I said. This one is a Seeker Perfect Guard. If you want to be fully optimal, then you would have all Seeker Perfect Guards, because in the off chance you have to play your Isolde, and then this one doesn't trigger because you don't have enough Seekers, then that's a problem. Also, this Seeker Perfect Guard does not state that you have to discard a Royal Paladin or a Seeker of sorts, so you can actually discard anything with this. Interesting fact. What did they mean? It's like how they have the cards being, oh, you can search for a grade 3 or higher Vanguard, foreshadowing something. The starter is okay. If your Vanguard perform Legion, shove it in the soul, call a Blaster Blade from your deck to the field. I mean, it's only really useful because it's an easy way to shove it into the soul. You break even, you turn this into a Blaster Blade, even if you don't use the effect, it's a vanilla. It's good. Next I'm playing Margals because Soul with Sing Savior is good. The Crit Dragon, the Bow Person, and the Heal. So 8 crit, 4 heal, 4 draw. Very standard. The deck is quite strange. If I were to make fully optimal adjustments, this would be here into being Flail Seeker. These would all be Seeker Perfect Guards. I'd take out either one of these for another Sing Savior, and that's basically the whole deck. Otherwise, it's still really good. I mean, the triple attacking Sing Savior is still a thing. So the way triple attacking Sing Saviors work is, let's do a little demo here. So say you have a grade 1, a grade 2, and then your grade 3. Okay. And then you just go okay, Wingal, pay Legion cost, whatever. Then ride call one of these out, and then do as you will, attack and whatnot. Next turn, you just go ride Sing Savior Dragon. When you ride over a Legion, you get both cards into your soul. Now you perform Legion with Sing Savior, getting this out, declare an attack, and then of course at the end of your attack step, you may pay the cost. So I discard 2 cards, Soul Blast 3, so 1, 2, and 3, and then select one Sing Savior from your deck and ride it. So you ride the Sing Savior again, then perform Legion with the one in your soul. Oh, I see, that doesn't actually work. What am I doing? Interesting. Oh, right, the starter was supposed to be in here. Yes, you have to have the starter in there. Because when you perform Legion, you're supposed to put it into the soul. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Don't worry about it. It still works. And then you go attack, and then you pay the cost again. Soul Blast 3. Ride a Sing Savior from your deck. Perform Legion from the soul. Now you have one last attack, and you go boom, and your opponent should be dead after taking that. If he's not, you probably did something wrong or he got way too many heals. So it's really not situational at all. You just need to ride a Wingal, or if you have a 4th, you can ride 1, perform Legion, ride the 2nd, and then kill them. That works too. And remember to shove this into your soul. That's why I think it's really important that you don't use Wingal Brave, because Wingal Brave can possibly be blocked from entering your soul, because that's not good. So, and if you're starting Vanguard get sniped, you need something like a Margal to get something in the soul, like a little just go whoop, and give it to anything, and then you'll have enough soul. So that's also why I'm playing Margal, because if you're starting Vanguard get sniped, which happens a fair decent amount of the time, then you'll need an extra soul to trigger the triple attack. So overall, Seekers is quite powerful. It's topping along with Ultimate Perfect Riser or something, Mega Flare. That's mainly because Cat Butler's OP. Not really, the card is super OP. It's good, but it's not like OP. So yeah, that's my Seeker profile. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to be keeping up with Vanguard these days, so if you guys, want to keep watching, then keep watching. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.